Yeah, we're really excited for tomorrow night for so many reasons, but it's the playoff hunt. It's the home game, and of course the Rocky Mountain Cup, which what I've said a bunch of times, externally is that you not often you're playing for something like this mid to end of season while things are going on. 3 points are on the line, but much more than that for us. So in front of our home fans against a really good team in Salt Lake, we know that, but we're excited that we put ourselves in the spot to lift the trophy on our home field in front of our fans.
Chris, both teams have had a little bit of a hiccup this week with a draw and a loss in their last two games. What do you see in what RSL have been recently? Does that change anything for you game plan wise?
No, look, games like this, you can't take too much into account form over the emotion, what it's going to mean. Every play matters like a playoff game would. So we're not going to fall into any trap like that. What's most important is that we're ready from the opening whistle, that every play matters, and that we're fully in the moment to go after this and empty our tanks. And the result will be there at the end, whatever that result is. But we want to look in the mirror and say we gave everything for our fans and for our club. So otherwise, right, we tied, we lost the last game, but we've won 5 out of the last 7. We're actually in really good form. We don't think and talk like that.
I asked you the other day about struggling on defense against top players on top teams. Just what is kind of your approach to limiting what Luna and Gomez can do this week?
Yeah, look, they have pace up the pitch. They have creativity up the pitch. It's not a one-man show. They have a lot of weapons, is why they've done really well this year. So what becomes important against teams that can attack and score a lot of goals is that you limit transition, you have good rest defense. While we're attacking, you have good structure behind the ball. That in moments that we're defending, that we're tight, we're aggressive. That we understand the opponent, and that's what's key. And to do that, we want to make sure we're playing more of the game in their half. That's something as a starting point of strategy. But yeah, looking forward to a good matchup. If it's anything like the other 2 games against them, it's going to be a good one.
Anything change for you, Chris, with the fact that Chicho Arango won't be available?
No, they get more speed. They get faster up the pitch, a little more dangerous in some ways. I mean, Chicho, he's a reference point for them. So if he's not there, again, like us, without Georgie, you just have to quickly focus on what you do have. So no, it doesn't. We don't even celebrate that fact. And he's a good player, but they have a good team. That's why they've done really well.
Injury update wise, how are Kevin? Or sorry, not more.
Yeah. Jackson's back in training. I bet he's available in the next few games. Not tomorrow, from what I understood. Look, Kevin has an appointment today, I think at noon, just to find out how bad the elbow. We thought it was dislocated. It had a dislocation, but those sometimes require surgery. They sometimes don't. We don't know. We'll know later today. And Calvin, right? He was all in today, so he's available, which is good.
On that as well, Chris, I've seen Daniel Chacon get a little bit more involved in the team as well. Is there a timeline? Is he available? Are you going to work him into the team at some point?
Right now, today was it was the first day is full contact, but we didn't do too much in that regard. So it's a complicated one in the past because we have to just understand the complexity of the knee injury, and we've got to keep bringing him along. But he's building. I don't know the timeline that he's a full green light for it to be available. So I think we've all done a good job bringing him along, neutral player, and now today you can even see what it meant to him to just be out there competing full out.
Yeah. Just this arguably is your biggest game since being coach here. Just what would it mean to you to bring home the cup for the first time since 2020?
Yeah, it would mean an awful lot. When I met with the fan base many months ago, much of it was listening to what was important to them, and this was one of them. And I promised in my press conference and to them in person that we would go after these games and take these games with total focus and the utmost urgency. So we've done that twice, and now we'll do it again. So, and it would mean a lot for our players that in a decisive game that they can come out on top. So, for lots of reasons, but mainly for our fans, that I would love to deliver that trophy back to them. Yeah.
Chris, will Kamani be joining Canada at some point?
He will. You know, he would have been there already. You know, we were just light in the winger position, so we've had to delay that process a little bit. But as far as we're concerned, you know, once we have depth again in those wide spots, we would help him get those experiences. But for him, if he's getting experiences here, that's super valuable too. So that was the plan originally. We had to pivot a little bit, but the plan would be to get him involved if they'll still take him when we can release him.
Which will be after tomorrow.
That would be a plan, but again, Calvin, we got to see how guys come out of that, right? We're light. How does Calvin come out with it? What does the news come back with Kevin? There's a lot going on that to be responsible, we have to keep the player for now.
Is Omir good too? I know he played maybe more than you would have liked.
He's good. He's good. No, that was a good hit for him midweek. He came in, had some good moments, helped change things in that second half for us, and he'll be ready to go tomorrow.